think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is? Put your hands in the sky and wave them side to side. Every foot alive. It's Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go. I don't think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is? Put your hands in the sky and wave them side to side. Every foot alive. It's Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go.
Hey, hey, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. You know what time it is. Time for Talented Thursdays. And y'all know what I'm going to say because I said week after week after week, but I mean it. I am excited about tonight. You all, I have a long time friend who I haven't seen in a long time that's going to join us tonight. And I know that we are going to have a ball. So come on in, bring a friend. Make sure that you are subscribed on YouTube. Those of you who are watching on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, maybe listening on Vegas Praise Radio, welcome in. Thank you for coming in another week to hang with your girl. I told you all, Thursdays are the highlights of my week. Like for real, I feel like bubbly inside because I get to talk to y'all again. So I can't believe that Thursday is here. So I'm going to jump into the comments. Let's go over here. They're moving. I got Maurice Maddox. We call him Running Man. That's in the building. He said, let's go. He also said, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where y'all are. Thanks for coming in, Maurice. Megan, my girl from the D. What's up? She said, let's go, both flow. Trina Latrice is here. She said, hey, sister. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Michael Miller, Kim, hey, been missing your show for a few weeks, but I am on tonight. Well, I'm glad to have you here, my brother. Thank you so much for tapping in. My friend Jay Spade, I call him Spady, is in the room. He said, what's up? And Bandit, I had a fever. I don't know what Bandit talking about, but we'll see. Let me see. Usually I could see. Yeah, I don't know. But Bandit, I hope you feel better out there. Hope you feel better. So anyhow, thank you all for coming on in tonight. I am elated to have my friend here with me and joining you to come and tell you about his awesome life and the things that God has blessed him with thus far. I'm sure he has a long way to go, but thus far, things have been going good, and I'm ready to hear about it. I know you are too. But in the meantime, I want to give you all my thoughts of the week. So I have a friend. He's like a brother to me. And some of you all may know him out there because many people call him Flavor Flav. Yes, that's like a big brother. And when I see him, he'll say, KIM, keep it moving. And I'm like, yep, we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. But y'all, I want to talk about something tonight that I sometimes feel guilty with. I sometimes feel guilty when I sit and do nothing because a lot of us are taught to keep it moving. Like if you want to get something done, keep it moving. If you want to do things well, keep it moving. If you got to go, you got to reach, keep it moving. And so it's not like I haven't been doing anything on the days that I take a break, but it's like I really need to chill at that moment. My brain needs to relax. My feet need to be kicked up. And because I haven't reached every goal yet, I sometimes feel guilty. So I needed to actually do nothing on the day that I'm telling you all about to kind of clear my mind. So I needed to like either binge watch an episode or, laugh at some videos. But this message tonight is for someone who has been too hard on yourself. Sometimes you got to rest. You can't keep it moving all the time. Your body will actually tell you to rest. Even God the Father, y'all, who created the world, what did he do? Once he was done, he rested. Work hard towards your goals, but also get some rest. It's necessary for your mind, your body, and your soul. Read or listen to a good book. Watch your favorite podcast. Kick your feet up. Crochet, color, take a power nap. Do whatever it is that you need to do to rejuvenate yourself. When your mind is clear, you'll realize that you've already done several things that you should be really proud of. So I have an acronym for REST, for those of you who need rest out there. Rest, relax, energize, strengthen, and transform. That's the thought of the week, y'all. All right, let's get ready. Let's get pumped up and all of that. I'm ready. I'm going to read the bio for tonight's guest so I can bring him on in the room. Tonight's guest is someone who's been living and breathing music since day one. Growing up on legends like Michael Jackson and Boyz II Men, he found his passion early on, performing in school plays, dance shows, and eventually creating his own group, including R&B Smooth. Over the years, he's opened for Paperboy, worked with Frankie J, and released singles like Log In and Over and Over. But that's not all. He's also an award-winning photojournalist who's worked for major TV stations, garnering Emmy nominations, produced music videos for artists across the Pacific Northwest, and even taken home a press award for his work. Now, after nearly a decade in the making, he's taken the time to put the final finishing touches on his first solo album. And I can't wait to hear him tell his story in his own words. So up next, y'all, are y'all ready? Up next, none other than my special guest, LSMuzik. You're watching Talented Thursday.
I don't think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is? Put your hands in the sky and wave them side to side if you feel alive. Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can we get a drum roll out there? Give it up, y'all, for none other than my friend, LSMuzik.
Hey,
There we go, there we go.
let's go. Bam, 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 bam.
What's up, LS? How are you?
Good, good. How you doing, Kim?
I'm doing well. You know, it is crazy because it's been so long. It's been a
Yeah.
long time since I've seen you, friend. So I'm so glad to have you tonight.
I'm happy to be here. I'm honored you reached out, and I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll be on the show. I mean, that sounds like a fun time, and it's good to see you. It's been so long.
I know it really has. It's been a long time. We'll tell you how long it's been later. I'm gonna jump to the comments just right quick. I have Adrian Alfaki, maybe. Hi to you, Adrian. Teresa Lockram, my love. Hello. She said we're here. Hey, Teresa and Micah. Evangelist Herdy Randolph. That's my mom, Lou. Hey, girl.
Oh.
It's Thursday. Yes, it is, girl. Thank you for coming in. Wade Simmons said that's true. He must have been talking about rest. Yes, that rest is necessary. Michael Miller said, and when we do rest, study to be quiet as well. Amen. You got to be still. You got to study to be quiet. That's when you get the real rest. And look at this gentleman. I don't even know who he is, but he said, I hope she isn't an angry Black woman. Do I seem angry to you? No, but welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Megan Humphrey said, hey, 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 my sister. Thank you so much. So with that being said, let's get started with this interview. Lou, I'm so glad I'm calling you Lou, but
Yeah.
this is LSMuzik, everybody. And I'm happy to see you. Let's start off with repping your city. That's the first thing that we talk about, okay? So rep your city. Where are you from? And what's
I
the thing? Oh, go ahead.
Oh
You
no,
want
no, no, go ahead.
to
I'm sorry. No, go
okay.
ahead.
So where are you from? And then what is something that people need to experience, either taste, do, or see while in your city?
Well, I am from Pacific Northwest. I'm from Washington. I am living in the capital, Olympia, Washington. But I don't know, but I kind of rep. I work in Seattle, and I'm in Tacoma a lot. So I rep all three cities. I'm in them,
Yes,
an equal amount. And I have love for Tacoma, I love for Seattle, and of course Olympia. Um, Some things in Olympia you got to know is old school pizzeria is a staple in the community. It's been here for years. It's like
nice,
walking into a time machine. You walk in that place, you get pizza by the slice, or you can get the whole pie. And the wall is just scattered with '80s memorabilia and posters and toys hanging off of the ceiling and stuff. And it's got
nice.
arcade and old school '80s arcade and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Tacoma, I mean, Ruston Way, you can't get any better than the waterfront in
The
Tacoma. That
waterfront, beautiful,
and they've
beautiful.
done so many remodels there and stuff. There's a really cool like shopping area and like restaurants and movie theaters and stuff over there. It's pretty cool now. And then
Yes, indeed.
in Seattle, you got to have Dick's Drive-In burgers and fries. Amazing, and the
Gotta
milkshakes.
go there.
You got
Yes.
to.
Sir Mix-a-Lot talked about it, right?
Exactly.
Yes, gotta try it. Gotta try it. Wade Simmons said, what's happening? Hey, hey, Wade. Wade was one of my special guests as well. So thank you for tapping in and supporting other artists tonight. So let me ask. I want to go to the beginning. When I do the show, I like to learn about the artist from the top. And tonight, I think I'm going to learn some things about you that I don't even know. So we're getting ready to go on a journey, okay? So you told me that you grew up in Washington, but are you originally from Washington? And do you have any siblings?
I am originally from California, from Fort Irwin, California. That's in San Bernardino County. I
Okay.
was a military brat, so I moved around a lot. I lived in San Diego. I lived in Monterey. When I was a baby, I lived in Korea. Elementary school, I was in the Netherlands, out in Europe for a few years,
Oh,
and
wow.
then ended up came back to San Diego, and then, or I mean Monterey, and then we came to Fort Lewis, and that's where my dad retired, and then did the rest of middle school, high school, college. Yeah.
Wow. So I never knew that you were an Army brat. And, I think that's so cool that you got to kind of go around so many places. Do you think that that's kind of how you picked up music from everywhere? How was that for you? Because living in different places, there's all types of different music, right? Like we could got the West Coast type music, with the Snoops and all the people on the West Coast. And then you got the South, at the time where I was kind of young and stuff, it was Outkast and T.I. and all of them, so each region kind of has their own music. So did you gather something from the places that you went to?
I don't know if I necessarily gathered pieces throughout when I was young, moving around. More so just from TV and stuff, and and
Yes,
especially watching Michael Jackson all the time, like all the time, and mimicking his moves and and just like playing around. And then
yes,
as I got older and learned how to record, just experimenting with harmonies and stuff. And we used to use back when I first started to record, we used to use a karaoke machine, and it had like a two tape deck thing. And so you record your first vocal on hey like
Hello.
that's one of my really, really, really close friends. And
Nice.
and we do music together too, and we just have a good old time. But yeah, we we used to go, record the first track on one tape, and then we swap it, and then play it on one tape and the other side, and then do a harmony over that. And then we used to swap the
Wow.
tape again, and then it was like an old school, like, I mean, that's what they did like back in the day on the studios, except for it wasn't on a cassette. It was like, like the reel to reel, I
Right.
think. But it was like that. It didn't sound the greatest, but you could get an idea. And that was like the beginning of like, okay, that sounds cool, like that harmony, and
Mhm.
but yeah.
Nice. So you were a Michael Jackson fan, but also a Boys to Men fan. So what two songs kind of captured your heart as a kid? You were young, but what two songs kind of spoke to you at that time?
I mean, Motown Philly, when it came out, I was just doing the Running Man, and
Absolutely. You better have said Motown
yeah,
Philly, okay?
exactly. Yep, I was doing the Running Man. I had my flat top. I was like, let's go.
Yes. Let's get it in. I love it. And what about Michael? What song was yours at the time?
Michael, oh, God, there's so many. Beat It, all the
Yeah.
major ones. Of course, Thriller,
Yeah.
Man in the Mirror. Oh gosh,
Oh,
the
that's
list
pulling
the
at
list
the
goes
heart.
on.
Adore.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I,
You're right.
I still listen to that. I have a rough day. I gotta listen to that. It's
Gotta
like it's
start.
gonna be okay. Oh, look in the man in the mirror. I can make a change. Let's go.
That's right. Michael's still inspiring us. I know that's right. I love it. Love it. So let me see. So your love for music continued to grow, and by high school, you created your own group, which was called Variety. So tell me about that group, some of the members that were in the group, and like your best memories from that time.
Oh yeah, I finally got out of my bubble in like junior year, and I started
Mm,
doing musical theater, and having like semi leads, and having solos and stuff like that on stage. And I got the courage, and I was always a dream to be in a group, an R&B group, because I mean Boys to Men was like my top. And
right.
I started talking to some friends, and we started making some music and writing some songs, and then we started to do like talent shows and little performances at the school. One great memory from that is we're all four of us. It was me, Tony, Travis, and Chris, and we're on
Okay.
stage, and and we're singing this song. We call it "Tonight's the Night," and then we had this little dance move, and then like we turned around, we did this turn move, and then we had this like a bunch of roses like kind of behind us that people couldn't see, and then like
Okay.
at the end of the song, like we started throwing the roses out to the crowd and stuff. So that
Yeah.
was a cool little memory. Yeah.
That's sweet. They weren't ready for it. Y'all was like, we gonna
Yeah.
hit with this one. Rose,
Exactly.
I love it. That's cool. So afterwards, you and Tony that you spoke of from Variety stayed together even after high school and formed a group called R&B Smooth. So what was that experience like for the two of you? So moving forward, maturing a little bit, what was it like for just the two of you to record?
It was cool because when we moved on to that, then we ended up learning how to record on the computer, and then we met a real good friend. His name was Bill, and his nice wife Alice, and they let us into his house, and he had a professional recording studio down in his basement,
Mm,
and that's when we started record the first half of our first album, and he eventually tragically passed away
mm,
in an accident, and that was a pretty rough time for both of us. But we continued to push through and record music. I ended up moving away to Nevada to take my first job in TV, and we still continued to do music. And
yeah.
Tony flew down, recorded some songs. I flew back, recorded some songs. We were just pushing it through, and we did that for years, and had tons of performances. Tony and I opened up for Paperboy at the
Wow.
Bunny Ranch. The Bunny Ranch is
Wait a minute now.
yeah.
You are hilarious. That was not where I expected you to say you opened up, but okay.
So he owned a really popular club in Carson City called, I think it was like Club like 557 something. It was off of the highway, but it was a really famous club down there in northern
Okay.
Nevada. And since
Wow.
the owner of that place was really popular because he had his own HBO TV show,
Mm,
and and then we got in contact with them, and then met Paperboy and opened up for him. And that was really good. We had a really good performance that night. And
I'm sure the rest is history, right?
yeah, the rest is history. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Wow. So let's see. So you opened up for Paperboy, but you two also worked with Frankie J on some things, right? So tell me what that experience was like.
So Tony, like out on a limb on Twitter, reached out to him, and then he wrote back, and then eventually they started talking and stuff, and
Mhm.
then Tony actually produced one of his albums, the whole thing, and and then Frankie J invited both of us to fly down and stay in his house and work in his studio and mess around with music and meeting him and his whole family. It was really awesome. And then we got to go to one of his performances and the radio and watch the radio DJs, interview him and stuff. We got to go to like
Nice.
some kind of like radio party too. So it's just like we're just like, oh, this is like a taste of stardom.
Yes,
We're
exactly.
just like googly eyes the whole time. We're like, oh, this is so cool. But
Wow.
yeah, that was a pretty big highlight in my music career.
That's cool. Everyone doesn't get the opportunity to do things like that. So those are the things that definitely stand out in your memory, and was part of your, as we say, humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? Like you did that in the top of your career. So I'm sure there's so much more to come, but just think how many people never get the type of opportunities that you've had. So that has been a blessing for sure. A blessing for sure. Let's see. I see comments coming in, but I cannot see them fully for some reason. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. After years of performing together, you and Tony ended up kind of separating. Tony ended up going solo. So how did that decision come about? And did that cause any type of rift in your friendship? Musical workings? How did that kind of play out at that time?
Yeah, we kind of had a misunderstanding at one point, and we kind of like went our separate ways. Um, but um, but we're good now. We hang out and stuff, and maybe we'll record some more music sometime. But
Right.
yeah, we support each other. We talk to each other. And I'd wanted to go do a solo album forever, and also on his solo albums, I'm featured on several of them. So
Nice.
yeah, we're still good friends, and yeah.
Good. Good to hear. I know he's doing his thing over there. So shout out to Tony for sure. Um, you have done okay. So you've done a lot of music and collaborated not only on Tony's project, but on a lot of projects. Like I saw your friend that was saying, "What's up, famo?" Lank. I know you have a song with Lank, right? Or maybe a couple of songs with Lank that you've done. So, how do you know when a project is good for you? Do you just choose them all, or do you kind of sit, listen to the music? How does that process work for you?
Well, yeah, with other people, like I've done a couple of things off of random people on the internet, and it's just kind of like, all right, I'll give it a try. But with Lank, I know it's always gonna be fire every time. So
Nice.
it's like it'd be like, ALS, I got something for you. I'm gonna have to kidnap you for a second. I'll be like, all right, let's go.
So you're ready to roll. Yes,
hmm
it's always good to have a friend, that you can work with. I just like seeing, how your career has continued to grow, just naturally. And I think that's what's good about being an artist because we as artists grow as well, where you started as that young kid that was kicking his foot like Michael Jackson. I'm sure you have learned a lot of lessons in life, love, and more, since then. So is that something that you kind of pour into your lyrics and into your music? How does that work for you, just growing up since then?
Definitely. All the music that I write is life experience and stuff that I'm going through or stuff that I'm thinking or feeling. Um, Actually, this album, my solo album's taken so long because life gets lifey, and and it just like stuff it happens and you got to take care of it. And but I still keep the dream alive and keep pushing. But this album, I've been working on it for about 10 years.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
we're like right at the finish line. I just need to record a few more tracks. I've written one that I need to lay down.
Hmm.
But the whole album, it's called uh, You
You've been
Wouldn't
working.
Understand. You Wouldn't Understand. That's what it's called.
Okay.
It's called You Wouldn't Understand. And the whole like thing to it is like, it's a life journey of the past 10
Mhm.
years. It has ups and downs, and my intro kind of tells you a quick little story on how I started music and how I got into it, kind of what we just talked about with variety, R&B smooth, Michael Jackson. And it talks about my life and what I'm going through and what I've been through, and personal stuff, and it gets really deep.
Wow.
And and it's You Wouldn't Understand because like if you don't truly understand, after you listen to the album, um music is therapy, so that's why I keep doing it, and that's why I've been doing it so long. So you wouldn't understand if you don't catch it, that, oh dang, okay, he's filling out his heart and soul into this thing. And but music is therapy, so that's what everybody will understand, hopefully, after listening to it.
Nice, nice. So you, like you said, poured your heart and soul into it, and that sometimes takes time, and it goes back to the top of the show when I was talking about rest, because it hasn't been, people don't always understand. I had another artist who said that they sat with their things for like 10 years in trying to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Just getting all of their heart, and life is lifing, you know what I'm saying? So getting all those things out, you also work hard, you have your children and your family and things like that. So you weren't just sitting still, you know what I'm saying, and not doing anything. You were taking your time to kind of let your story be told. So I love that. I just want to give a shout out to all the new people who are tuning in tonight. Welcome to Talented Thursdays. Again, tonight, my guest is LSMuzik, who is multi-talented, and I'm so excited to have him here. Let me just say, this is a good platform. No negativity. If you're coming in, make sure you're coming in on a positive level, looking for positive things. Other than that, you on the wrong channel. Let me just put that out there. Now let's just move forward, Lou. With that being said, okay, I want to show a little of one of your videos, because you are not just a singer, but you are a photojournalist, a videographer, man of many hats, So I want to share one of the videos that you not only sung in with Tony, but you also, I believe this was an LS film. So did you help storyboard this and everything?
Yeah, I directed it, and kind of we came up with the idea to go to that location, and we both kind of brainstormed like how to do it and stuff. And then one thing led to another. Hey, sorry.
Hello,
But
hello, welcome in, Ernest.
but yeah, one thing led to another, and then and then I ended up editing it, and yeah.
Yes, indeed. And I know you got those skills. Look, I'm gonna ask for a favor later, but right now we're about to hop to your video. Okay, here we
All right.
go. One moment, let me add it to the stage. This is R&B smooth. She knows. She knows. Hope that she knows. I hope that she knows. Yes, indeed. Y'all was in love at that time, okay? I hope that she knows. Yes, that's what's up. Yes. Tell me about the making of that video and how you all came up with the concept and everything.
It's cool. I'm really into like grungy backgrounds and like stuff that looks abandoned. I think it gives it
Yeah.
a lot of character, better than just shooting down the street or downtown or whatever. Because it's like,
Mhm.
I like to get like very unique locations, um, because it stands out. Other than you just go down to the run of the mill and everybody can shoot that. People watch the video, but like, dang, how did they get that, or how did they find that
Yes.
place? I really like that, and we just continued, like, it's kind of like I hope she knows, and you're kinda like, I'm kinda like, you're kinda like sad and depressed and stuff, and that kinda goes along with the grungy too, so it's like a little bit of rain, it's like stuff is falling apart, you got that abandoned caboose that's just, like, randomly on the tracks by
Yes.
itself.
Right.
I think it kinda goes hand in hand with the feel of the song. And then,
Absolutely.
yeah, it just went like that. It went from that. Oh yeah, and the behind the scenes shot, a little thing for you. The little shot where it's like half face, half mine and half Tony's. That
Yes.
that was just in the bathroom with a light. Light's like right here, and it's just like pitch black, and you just change the camera settings. But that was just in my bathroom in my apartment at the time.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, it be the little tricks of the trade, okay? Little tricks of the trade. Yes, when I saw that, so I watched the video, of course, before I put it on air. And I was just like, oh, okay, split screen on the face. That I love it. I love it. So yes, indeed. Great job. Great job. Let me see. So I saw one of your friends shouting you out. My mom says she loves the song. I hope that she does.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
indeed.
you. I would say thank you, but my hand messed up.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes, he just had surgery, y'all. So to be on tonight, I'm telling you, it's a blessing, a blessing. I'm glad to have him here before he falls asleep. So yes, so I wanted to say, let me see. I just want to make sure I'm catching my comments here. Looks like they're flowing well. It's all kinds of stuff happening tonight, but Lou, one day it ain't gonna be like this, right? We
Yeah,
met in broadcast production school, right? So we
yeah.
both went to school for broadcast production. And I don't know where all of our classmates are now, but I will say that there are some who are doing great in the field of television, such as yourself, Dante, which we call Blue. He's doing his thing,
Boo!
Shadow Blue. So I'm so proud of him. I saw he graduated recently from another program, actually, but also went from behind the camera to in front of the camera, where he's doing some type of segment I saw him doing on the series, on the news. But I think he's doing a podcast now as well, right? So it's a blessing just to see kind of how everyone is doing. But we were privileged to work on shows like This Ain't Karaoke, my shows, We've Got Issues and Live and Learn, right?
We got issues.
That's right. Look, you remember the song and everything.
Yeah.
I told y'all this is what I love to do. This is what I love to do. So yes, got issues. I did Live and Learn. We did news stories. We learned lighting, camera, how to write rundowns. Did you know exactly what you wanted to do after school? We had some great instructors. We had one real great instructor, but we had, some good instructors. And we were
And we
on the
had
verge
a
of something. Like
yeah,
it was
we had a great crew. We had a great group of friends in that school. It's such a
yes,
blessing, all of them. And still
Yeah,
friends with all of them, and we had such a blast and just lifelong friends with all of those guys. It's just, you know,
absolutely. And just
Dante and Will, Roderick, you,
yes.
Kim, like
Oh,
all of us.
thank you. Yes, indeed. I mean, man, it was so good, because we were pioneers of many things in the program, such as getting vehicles. We were able to drive and go shoot news. We had the scanners, I can't even remember what the TV things were
We
called.
had the news wires.
Yes, we had
Hmm.
all of those, and we were at a PBS station. So to be able to go in and do news briefs, and voiceovers and documentaries. So we had so much that was going on that we were learning again. Once leaving school, did you know for certain that you wanted to go into the photojournalist route?
I did know that, but part of my intentions to get into TV was music. Everything's always driven by music. I was
Period.
like, maybe,
Me too.
maybe I can meet some people and get in there. Let's see what I can see. No, but
Yes.
but as time went on and having a more understanding for photojournalism and a respect for it and really perfecting my craft. I mean, not perfect, but always learning and always keeping an open mind to learn and not, that's a key thing is never think that, oh, I've done it all. I'm the best, I don't need, there's nothing else to learn. But no, there's always something new to learn. And I stay, very humble and very open-minded to learn new things every day. And I'm trying new things and different angles and different
Mhm.
ways to tell stories. And but yeah, photojournalism really ended up growing on me quite a bit, and I love going to work. Every time I go to work, I'm happy.
Now, let me ask you, what does it feel like to really be living the dream? Because everybody doesn't get to do something that they love. Again, you guys, he's just had surgery. And so as he's healing, he won't be out in the field as much. But he can edit like none other. You know what I'm saying? So you're still able to do something that you love. So what does that feel like?
That feels great, yeah, when I go back to work, I'll be on edit duty, so I'll miss going out, but I get a little break from the rain because it does rain now. This is rain season now that we're in the middle
Yes,
in
it
the
is.
Pacific Northwest. So as you know, Kim, so I get a little
Yeah.
break from that when I get back. So I'm excited for that because we be getting soaked out there. But yeah, I get to be in and again with learning. I haven't had to edit the show since I've been at the station I'm at now. So
Mm,
I'll have to learn certain things that they do on the editor side. I've edited my story for the show, but I have not helped put together the whole show. So
right.
that I have in other markets, but at this station I never have. So I'm looking forward to learning that stuff. So
I
yeah.
think that's awesome. Forever learning. We are, like your friend said, let me just put this up again. Anthony Link, is it Will or Wild? Maybe Will, I'm not sure. But he said, my bro is creative. Okay. Yes, he is. And always has been. Lou was definitely, I call him Lou, y'all, but he was always one of the ones that I was like, can you come help me with my show? For sure. I would get it written. I knew what I wanted to do, all of those things. But we were going to work on some hooks together. We were going to write some songs. Okay. And we were going to get that set right. And Louis was going to make sure that it was shot right. You know what I'm saying? And so I definitely appreciate him. Anthony, you are right for sure. He's definitely creative. You are, I mean, they say I don't want to toot my own horn, but beat beat. You are you're an Emmy nominee. Like several times you've been nominated for an Emmy. And you also won is it an Associated Press award?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
won an award from the Associated Press. Yeah.
Wow. So tell me, first of all, about those Emmy nominated stories. And I guess what's one of your most memorable?
Um, I guess two. This past recent one, this past May, I was nominated for a story that we did on a couple. They had been married for 10 years and they never, could afford a wedding. The
Mm,
husband was diagnosed with terminally cancer, terminally ill cancer. So his days were numbered. So this company, several companies put together, it was kind of like a make a wish, but they put on this
Mm,
big old wedding ceremony for them at no cost in downtown Seattle. It was
wow.
beautiful, and they invited us to be there to showcase that and to talk to the couple and about how they feel and everything about the situation. And the story was just like, it's a tearjerker, but
Yeah.
really really good. That one stands out, and that's one that we recently did. So that's the last one I was nominated earlier this year. Another one was my first Emmy nomination. I did, this is a long time ago, but it was a lady. I worked in Portland, Oregon, and
Uh-huh.
she used to push her piano down from her condo. I can't forget what story it was on, but she'd push it through the elevator. She'd go down. She'd push it down the city blocks, and there's people like, "Oh, you need help," and they're just pushing the piano with her. And she pushed it to the piano city blocks, and then she'd just play it, and and then
Wow.
she just play music, and then she just had like a good old time, and she's like chatting with people. She had a great personality, and yeah, that story was that stands out to me big time because it was my very first nomination, and it was a great story, and it was a feel good story.
Yes, yes. Well, you deserve it. Those are both very feel good stories. And Washington is just that type of place. It's so eclectic where I could definitely see somebody taking their piano down the street and be like, we just gonna jam right here. Like it's such a laid back place. That's what I miss about, being in Washington because people are just people. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody really bothers anybody. And your creativity can really flow. Like my mom, she actually graduated from Evergreen State College. And when I went to the graduation, I was looking around like, ooh, it was just some of everybody. You know what I'm saying? People just doing their thing, dressed. It was just crazy. But that's Washington. It's nothing but a melting pot. And so I love that. And I love that my friend has been nominated for several Emmys. That's huge to me. You get what I'm saying? Because I know how we had to get those competencies done. You get what I'm saying? Like, learn your
Yeah.
lighting. I'll be like, somebody help me with lighting today because y'all know. You get what I'm saying? But we learned all of that. And for you to be able to apply it and just make it, man, speak to others. That's your talent and your gift, not only in music, but and being there as a journalist and capturing things that make people hearts feel good. But not only that, I mean, you've captured all types of stuff, accidents and all types of news. And so kudos to you, Lou, on having a heart for people. You know what I'm saying? Because without people like you, we wouldn't know what's going on in the world. We need you. And so I believe that you're one of the people that can't be replaced by AI, okay? Musically or photojournalistically. Look, that's my word. I'm about to copyright it, trademark it, whatever. Photojournalistically, it sounds like an Outcast song, right?
Yeah. I
But
could
I
totally
mean it. I mean it. We need you. And so I'm so glad that you're here to share your story tonight. This show is always about inspiring others. And like I said, we both come from humble beginnings of just grinding and wanting things. I remember one semester of school. I don't even know if you were there yet. You might have been, but they had us move everything from one campus to the new campus. And I'm
Yeah.
like, like, oh, this is what you do in news, when you have to pull cords and you got to do. I'm like, I don't want this part then. I don't want this part. All I want to do is shoot and make videos and documentaries and all of that. So that I love, like I said, that you have grown probably beyond your wildest dreams because an Emmy is like, damn, it's up there. So congrats, Lou. Congrats,
Thanks,
Lou.
Kim.
Yes, indeed. So music, and video, of course, and cars are your thing, right? You love a
Yeah.
good car. And let me just tell you a story, okay? I don't know if I shared this with you, but I remember like right before we graduated that the Scion TC was coming out. And I was looking at your computer because we had our computers and, you know, you had it as your screensaver for a minute. And I'm looking at that car like, I had a Hyundai Accent at that time. You know, it was purple. I thought that was dope. I just knew that was it, right? But I saw that car and I was like, oh, that's a nice car. So I made it my screensaver, right? So that was the first car that I purchased when I got to Las Vegas. Fresh off the lot. I got that Scion TC 2005.
Hey.
Yes. I had to get rid of my car because at that time in Washington, you know, it was cooler then. And so we didn't necessarily have air conditioning in the cars. It didn't come standard. When I got to Vegas, my dad told me, you're going to melt. I need you to I need you to trade this car in. I'm like, okay. But that's what I traded it in for. And I drove the wheels off of it. Okay. So
That's awesome.
So tell me about your love of cars. Like, where did that come from?
That comes from it's a family thing. My dad's a car guy, and growing up with him, working on cars and building cars, and going to car shows with him. And then
Mhm.
eventually I got the bug. I got older. I could drive, and then I'm into cars, and it's like an addiction. Oh,
Yes,
it's got
yes,
a car. All right, this
indeed.
car, I gotta do this. I gotta do that, and yeah, it's just fun, and it's
And you
yeah,
don't
it's
just
really
buy the car, like you, I don't even know what to say. What's the movie? What is it called? Fast and
Fast and
Furious the
Furious.
car out. Yeah, that's what you do. You fast and furious the car out. So it
Yeah,
comes standard, and then you're gonna put everything on it to kind of make it yours, you know. So that's so
exactly.
cool too. What would you say is one of the top cars right now, like your dream car?
I recently purchased my dream car, which is
Come on, purchase my dream.
yeah.
I ain't purchased my dream yet. I mean, I'm blessed, but I ain't purchased my dream yet. Come on and tell me what it is.
Yeah, it's a Nissan GTR. I purchased it in 2019, but
Got
yeah,
you.
it
Yeah.
still kind of like trips me out every time I look at it. I'm like, wow, is that really here?
And
But
I know you like
yeah,
tricked it all the way out, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I am sure. I am sure. That's what's up. So let's just have a little fun. I have some rapid fire for you. But before we go to the rapid fire, tell everyone where they can follow you. For those who may have some questions about making music or making videos or how to get into television, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at LSMuzik, how it's spelled right there on the screen. Also, there's Spotify and iTunes. I'm on there too. But as far as social media, just the Instagram,
Okay.
right there. Yeah, you guys can reach me there.
Absolutely. So you heard him, reach him at LSMUZIK on Instagram. So answer this question for me because you like music and you like television. Which is harder, Lou? Which is harder? Getting back to the TV station or on location because you have breaking news or hitting that perfect vocal take? Which one is harder? To get back to the station on time? Because when I used to work at the TV station, we got a long time sometimes before you have to do anything. I'll be way over here at the Space Needles. I'm in the gym, like wherever, because you got hours. But when it's breaking news, you better not be too far. So is it
Yeah.
easier to get back to that newsroom in time to do what you need to do, or on location, or is it easier to do that like dope vocal take where you like I hit it?
Sometimes, well, I guess like the music thing might be a little harder sometimes because when you hear a harmony in your head and you're trying to hit it right, and then sometimes the perfectionist side of me takes over, and I'm just like, um, let me try it one more again, one more again, one more again. That's what we used to call each other, like one more, hey, one more again, do it again, one more again, hit it again.
Yes. And that's the thing. Like, for those who love music but don't sing, like being in the studio is work. So when you see your favorite artist and you think that they're just getting, all these accolades, and you like, well, that's kind of easy. No, it is not easy. And depending on where you starting out from, because some recording studios, you sweating because they ain't got no air conditioning in it. And you really don't want the air on too much anyway, because it's going to mess with your vocal. But it gets hot in there, y'all. And like he said, one more again, like, okay, but that note should have been here and it's here. And nowadays they be like, well, I could fix it with the, I want to fix it myself. Let me fix it.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
Fix it myself. I don't care if I got to do it 20 times. I want to fix it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. What is it that you like most about news?
I guess every day is different. That's my favorite part. Every day is different. No day is the same. I go into work having not the slightest clue of what I'm going to do or what the day is going to bring. Every day is a surprise. So I love that. And, I'm meeting new people every single day. It's really cool.
That is very cool. That's amazing. Yes, you almost make me wish I stayed in news. Almost, Lou. It's not too late, but it's a little too late. But you know what I'm saying? You've been in the game a long time. I've been blessed to do some other things, so I can't complain. But I do miss, even just doing the teleprompts. You know what I'm saying? Just little things in the newsroom. There was so much. Like when I was at Como, they still had like Northwest Afternoon going. Okay. So I would go over and sneak over to the studio and see what Cindy was doing in there for the show, so I do miss those days. So you're right. You don't ever know what's going on, and so how awesome is that to wake up, thank God for a new day, and be like, let's get it. What we gonna do today?
Exactly. That's how every morning is.
Yes, good stuff. So let's do some rapid fire. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question and just answer it as quickly as you can, okay?
All right.
All righty. We might expound on it, but I don't know yet. Favorite song of all time?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Look, I hit you hard up top.
Yeah, throw that at me. One of my all-time favorite songs is "Shy." If I ever and if I ever, that one.
Yes. Oh, that's good. That had a lot of
Yeah.
harmony in it. That's why you like it. 'Cause you said you like
Oh yeah,
harmonies.
that
Yeah.
acapella version.
Yeah, it's
Oh man.
fire. It's
Yeah.
fire. Shout out to Garfield out there. Hey, okay. Anyway, look, I'm saying hey to Garfield and Shy. Hey, Garfield. Right. So next, what is your go-to comfort food?
Go-to comfort food?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, probably a cheeseburger. A good cheeseburger.
Okay. He's like cheeseburger. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a sucker
indeed.
for a good cheeseburger. Yep.
There you go. There you go. What's your biggest stage moment?
Biggest stage moment. That was probably opening for Paperboy. I think. Yeah,
Nice.
that was a really cool performance, and we got a lot of love after that performance. Like people really loved the music we were doing.
That's what's up. And that's what makes you feel good as an artist, because we don't just produce for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We want people to love our artistry, to get it out, what God has given us, the talent and such. And so when people enjoy it and they're inspired, it's like, man, I did a good job. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Bill Davis. He's actually a producer and musician, singer, songwriter. He does it all. He plays all the instruments. He's good.
Oh wow.
Okay? That's Navell Davis. He is in Tacoma. So, if you're looking to do some music, hook up with him. His son, Quentin, he has the studio downtown Tacoma.
Oh,
Very
nice.
nice studio, Lou. So go check them out for sure. Check them out. So early mornings or night owl?
What are we considering early morning?
I don't know. Early morning could be the same time as the night owl. So I don't
Yeah.
know. You like
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, as
No.
me as a night owl, sometimes I'll be hitting early morning. It'd be like 5 o'clock. I'm like, let me lay down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. Which
Yeah,
one do
no.
you
I think mornings. Yeah, I'll wake up at like 6 o'clock. Well, I mean, sometimes earlier. It depends on when my little one wakes up. But
Okay.
typically, 6 o'clock. Even even on the weekends, my brain is just clocked to wake up at 6. So
You're ready.
but
You're
I'm
ready.
ready
You're
to
like,
start the day. Yeah, take advantage of the daylight.
yes, indeed. Your favorite R&B artist right now? Who's one of your favorite right now?
Right now, I mean, I still really love Craig David. He just put out a new album recently,
Mm,
and his album before that it was fantastic. So I know he's not out there on the radio and stuff in the U.S. I'm
right.
not sure but he's doing big things still in the UK. So yeah, I really love Craig David.
That's what's up. I haven't heard his music in a while, but he has a beautiful voice, so I can definitely see that. Yeah, the UK holding it down. You went underground, underground. If you weren't in music or journalism, you'd be
Oh gosh, probably a mechanic.
hands hands down. I thought that question was gonna be hard, but knowing you with the cars, yeah, easy peasy. Let's see, city that has inspired you the most.
City that's inspired me the most. Um, Gosh. I don't know. I guess maybe New York. My dad's from New York. He's from
Mm,
Brooklyn, and just again to like the grungy stuff in the videos that I like to have as backgrounds. The
yeah,
city, grunge stuff. Kind of like I guess that. Yeah, I would say that New York
nice,
City.
nice. Lastly, Lou, do you have a hidden talent?
Hidden talent. Gosh. Um,
Oh gosh.
I cannot think of any kind of hidden talent, to be honest with you.
Okay, all righty. All your talents are on the forefront. I hear you. Or
Yeah.
you want to keep them hidden. When we
Yeah.
talk about, I'm like burp champion 19. No, I'm joking. It's all good. I love it. I love it. So, Lou, for anyone that's watching right now, you can definitely say that dreams come true. How do you inspire those who are coming behind you, or even those, elders that anything is possible? What words would you use to tell them that?
Trust God's plan. That's what I would say.
Mm,
Because I've gotten to some dark places, and I feel like everybody probably goes there, and life will throw some serious things at you and some crazy things you wouldn't even think of.
yeah.
But um to not lose your faith and trust God's plan, stuff just always seems to work its way out. And when those things kind of start happening, it's kind of like a mind blow, like, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I should just listen. And, and
Mm,
also from within yourself, never stop pushing yourself. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do that. If that's something you want to do, then push for it, keep pushing for it, have tunnel vision on that goal and keep
mhm.
moving forward, nothing can hold you back. And yeah, that's what I would say.
That's what's up, friend. I love you so much. I'm so glad to see you again. This has truly made my night. Everyone, LS Music. I call him Lou. Some call him Louis Sierra. Yes, thank you for coming tonight. For those of you who are interested in being a guest on Talented Thursdays, make sure that you email me at talentedtelevision@gmail.com. Again, if you are interested in being a guest, please email me talentedtelevision@gmail.com. Lou, any closing words for us?
I'm just honored to be on your show, and I'm so happy he reached out. It's so great to talk with you and see you again. It's been so long, and yeah, just thank you so much. I'm so honored.
Man, thank you too. I appreciate you, and I appreciate each and every one of you who tune in week after week. for great artists here on Talented Thursdays. With that being said, roll into your weekend. Listen to what Louis said. He said to make sure to keep that tunnel vision. Whatever that dream is, that goal is, that aspiration is, you can do it. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't. All right, we'll see you all next time. Lou, stick with me. I'll see you all later next week, next Thursday, same time, same place. All right, bye.
Bye.
Right, bye.
Thank you for watching. Please support by subscribing to Talented Television on YouTube.